create our first stationary asset or location. Okay, based on this, this will be the center point of all our emissions. We are going to calculate our emissions with respect to some location only. So let's create our first location. We can take it as test headquarters. Okay, okay, it's asset type, like obviously it should be of office, but we can select the rest of the asset types also, like it could be data center, equipment, factory, anything. Okay, next is our company owned asset. This is important, like if the this asset is owned by you, then all the emissions is going to be calculated as a scope 1. But if it is not an owned location or asset, then the emission will goes into scope 3, because in some cases we have rented assets or leased assets, so that all will be going into scope 3. Okay, electricity emission factors, we can select any of the emission factor, like suppose we can take it from India, and we can take any other emission factors for rest of the fuels. This emission factor will be used for electricity emissions, and that other for other like diesel, fuel, and other type of fuel, this other emission factor will be used. And then we can add our refrigerant emission factor also. Okay, let's take one refrigerant HCFC. Okay, so what is the significance of providing these emission factors at the location level or asset level? If we are creating some energy use record on an asset, then if we miss the providing the emission factors at the time, then it will take it by default from the asset only. So these records will be considered on energy use if the factors are not provided. We will cover that when we are creating on energy use records. Okay, this account information, we can use the account information if we have to uh, report for multiple companies, or as a consultant, if I am reporting it, I am calculating emissions for multiple companies, then we can use this account also. Now the next information, like address information, we can provide, like uh, could be test street, city, could be anything, country, India, region could be anything, or I can take here. Now the building details. If we are calling of any of building or with some particular ID, we can put it here. If some lease is going on, we can put the lease information also, like what is the lease ID, when is the lease going to expire, and any premise ID. We can provide the floor area also, like 100. Oh, just keep in mind the floor area we can provide either in meter square or square feet, but the value should be same. If it is meter square, it should be meter square at both the place. If it is square feet, then it should be square feet at both the place. So see, we will get error that floor area units must be same. So I'm putting it square feet at both the places, and we are done with creating our first location. Now we will cover the energy use records in our upcoming videos.